Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. We should have a nice one today. Gonna play more Half-Life 2, plus the demo for Balan Wonderworld just came out, I think yesterday. And I, for whatever reason, wasn't planning to play it. I was just gonna get the game eventually when it comes out. But I've heard kind of interesting things about the demo, so from people around me. So I figured maybe I would give some impressions live on stream. So we've got that to look forward to. I'm going to play Half-Life 2 for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Let's see what I feel like. Usually I've felt like about that much in a play session of it. I have to adjust what programs I have open. Also, sorry I'm streaming so late today. I got up late to begin with, and then my computer was pooping out. The keyboard, it stopped taking keyboard inputs, and also was acting like the control key was being held down, so anytime I'd click on something, it would like open in a new tab or whatever. It was very annoying. But I just restarted the computer and now it's fine. Almost always just restart the computer and it's fine. Whenever I have some kind of computer issue, a restart usually fixes it. Also, hi Sasha. Welcome. I have a thing that's been really bothering me since last night that I want to talk about. But I'll wait until we've got more people here, as you all can bear witness to it. Alright, oh yeah, we were at radioactive stuff. Oh, I forgot what button is what. I should probably just reload. I always forget when I start which button is the one for like picking stuff up or interacting with things, and which one's for jumping. This one's jumping. Jumping. Gotcha. Oh! Here it! Oh my god. Funny Freeman moments. Freeman forgets which button he has to press to make himself jump. Imagine being Gordon Freeman and forgetting how to jump. Like I forgot how to jump, but what does that mean, like, in universe, when I forget how to jump? What does that mean for our friend Gordon? There we go. Hey! There. Gordon, now I will jump, just falls over a Kleiner. WTF. Oh boy, so we've got to make ourselves some platforms again, huh? Just like the good old days of the ant lion. I almost said lion ant. That's something else. Realms. Was that a head crab shadow on top of this thing? Did you see that? Am I seeing things? Did you see the head crab shadow on top of that thing? It's not there now. Spooky head crab. Oh my god. This reminds me, Sasha, you'll get a kick out of this. I quoted the turtle house in my dream last night. I had a dream I was at this place where there was a bunch of like fossils and like animatronic like recreated like prehistoric animals. And there was a prehistoric turtle fossil. And it just said, turtle house. Where are these dudes? Oops. Tried to shoot past those. Yeah, the small turtle house. Except for it was kind of a big turtle. Gordon accidentally explodes himself, trying to shoot a shotgun past exploding barrels. Well, I can't blame him, it was me who did that. Really? Can't see anywhere. Where am I supposed to be going? Wait, that guy not looking so good now, is he? Yeah, no, I think he's seen some better days. There we go. Okay. Soup. I want that one too, please. Thank you. Ah, good. Health. But they sure loved doing these sections, didn't they? Not the most exciting part of this game, to be honest, shuttling platforms. No! Oh my god, no! Gordon, Gordon! Gordon, no! No! Oh my god. Why couldn't you just get on it? You did it before with no problems. Just get on the dingus platform, dingus. That was the worst. I hate this flashlight that doesn't stay on for very long. I have to, like, use it sporadically. Now where do I go? Is it even going the right way? I mean, I have to have been. Zombies kept appearing, right? No, don't stand in the fire! No! Gordon in the fire, why? Oh. Oh, I guess I go up this thing. Thought I saw somebody. It was just a thing. Which one of these should I go in? This one? Radiation levels detected is the achievement I just got. I mean, there's always some radiation level at all times, anywhere. Radiation is kind of just a thing that exists in the universe, you know? You're always going to detect some radiation level.
Hey, it's me. Open the door. I see you made it through okay. Figured you would.
Come on, everybody.
They couldn't...
Take this med kit.
They couldn't bust down this door? I had to do all of that just to open this door from the other side? You guys, we really couldn't just bust this down? Really? This is just a normal door. What? What? It's just a door. Hi, Shan. How you doing? We had to go a long way through like treacherous radioactive water just so we could open a normal door for these people. Because we couldn't figure out how to bust it down apparently. Headcrab shells are no big deal when you got Gordon with a crowbar. Okay, now that we got a couple people here, I want to tell you about this thing that's been bugging me since last night.
It's not safe here anymore. They're shelling the hell out of us. Keep moving, Dr. Freeman. I'll send word you're coming and see you up ahead.
So this got me researching a topic that I never have ever been interested in my life, nor have I ever thought I would ever like research or anything, you know.
Sorry.
And that topic is Crocs. Because I saw somebody claiming that Crocs were invented as a disability aid originally, and basically it was like a fidget spinner type thing, and then been co-opted by the masses as like a popular thing, where it was originally meant for disabilities. And so I got curious, right? I'd never heard that before. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go look and see what I can find about that. And I found absolutely nothing. Like as far as I can find, it was not invented as a disability aid. In fact, it was originally invented to be shoes that you wore on boats. They were invented as boating shoes, and they were first unveiled at a boating show. That's why they have the holes in them, is to let water escape when you're like in the water, like on a boat, you know. And then they became popular as a fashion thing outside of just being on boats. And then medical like uses for them were discovered coincidentally. And this person was acting like they continued to act after I like found this. I was just looking. They continued to act like that's what they were specifically invented for. And everything they were saying just seemed to be coincidental. And it's like, I don't know why I care about this so much. I think it's just bugging me because, like, this is getting a little bit of traction. It was over on Mastodon, and I don't like that it's basically like misinformation. Like, it does have uses for disabilities, obviously, but I didn't like the misinformation that's what they were invented for. And again, I never expected to be researching Crocs of all things to find out what's the deal with Crocs. And I also didn't want to bring it up to this person because I felt like they wouldn't take it well. Like, I don't want to explain over them or something, you know? So like, it's a weird situation. So I thought I would compromise and just tell my Twitch viewers about it. So yeah, it did end up having uses for people with disabilities, which is pretty cool, but it does not seem to be what it was invented for. In fact, on their website, I found they are still primarily advertised as boating shoes. Whoops. That was the wrong time to run out of ammo, wasn't it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and they have a section on their website about medical shoes, but that's shoes to be worn by medical workers. So, like, I couldn't find, like, I found an article where a doctor said that they had uses as described by the person for certain disabilities. so I can corroborate that that is a thing, but I could not corroborate that that was their invented purpose. I think they were talking about, they are, oops, hold on, we're getting the encoding issue. Supposedly they're comfy. The article that because I was searching everywhere, because I was trying to find like any information I could about this, because this person didn't give any sources. I feel like a good angle I could come at it to talk to this person maybe would be just like, hey, this got me interested and I was looking up stuff, like, do you have any sources on this? Like, I feel like that would be a reasonable thing to do, right? And I could tell them, okay, and I found this and this about it. Like, I want to come off as a reasonable person, you know? Because I'm just, like, I'm genuinely curious about this now. But that same doctor was like, you're not supposed to, like, or you shouldn't wear them, like, 8 to 10 hours a day, like, as your regular shoes, because apparently you have negative health effects from that. But they were like, yeah, if you have, like, swelling of the feet or things like that, they can have a benefit. And they mentioned, the person who made the little thread mentioned nerve issues in the feet that it could benefit, because there's little bumps, like little ridges on it, which they said were invented for that purpose, but again, I can't find evidence of that. I think it's all just coincidence. Anyway, yeah. I was extensively researching Crocs last night, which is not something that I ever thought I would ever do. I put more research into this than I ever did for like a school project or something. I don't know why I got so invested. I mean, it was interesting. This was an interesting topic. Ooh, good stuff. I probably shouldn't be wasting ammo on head crabs, because you can defeat them with one hit of the crowbar. Also, hold on one sec. I'm gonna play the Balan Wonderworld demo after this, but I've just now heard that the Switch port of it is bad, but I couldn't find it on the PS4. I just mentioned Shiny mentioning, or just noticed Shiny mentioning the Switch port is bad. Is the demo not on the PS4? It looks like the demo is just on the Switch and the PS5. Why didn't they put the demo also on the PS4 though? Because apparently there's technical issues with the Switch version. Oops. I went to download it there, and it only said pre-order. Well, hold on everybody, maybe I should go and look at Maybe I should go look and see if I can get this demo real quick, because I'd like to have it downloaded before I get to that point. Shiny says there's a thing in the menu you have to press because the PS Store kind of stinks. Well, let me get this real quick. Sorry for the interruption here. I would like to get the best Balan Wonderworld experience for you that I can. All right, so I was looking for it, right? But it only said that you could pre-order it on the PlayStation Store. Whoops, Balan. It just says pre-order. There's a thing on a menu you have to press. What could it be? Yeah, I think I think there's a reason why it's like Knights. Oh, there it says demos. There, I found it. An error occurred. Okay, there it goes. Added to downloads. Okay. I was like, what do you mean an error occurred? Okay, it's downloading. I guess I can delete it off my Switch. Alright, crisis averted. Let's get back to Half-Life. What else was I going to talk about? I had some other topics lined up. Oh, I finally came up with another idea for a video, everybody. So I'm going to record that soon, maybe tomorrow. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter than my other ones too, so you might be able to see it fairly soon. I'm not going to spoil it though. You're just going to have to see what it is.
Excuse me.
There we go. Yeah, it's a secret, Shan. I watched a good video last night from Biss. Or, well, Biss sent it to me, that is. That just was put really good into perspective what was so wrong with the most recent Star Wars movie. And just how the sequel trilogy was mishandled in general. Without being, like, really, like, wild and ranty or anything like that. It was just, like, really concise and just, like...
Sorry, Freeman.
It was like, you don't even have to nitpick the story for it not to make sense. You just have to kind of, like, not let the action just wash over you and, like, think about what the plot is, and then it's just like, oh, what? And how it ended up that way probably because they weren't given enough time. Like, they had a pretty good plot originally, but they took too long workshopping it, and Disney was like, you gotta get this out now, and they basically just threw it out and did something completely different that was very just like nostalgia-y and all that stuff, and sort of like threw out a lot of the stuff that was good with the plot. And the person making this kind of like seemed to like the second one, which was like the most hated one by fans. And they were like, well, it's not perfect, but like, at least it did like stuff that was different, you know? How must the Combine soldiers feel when Gordon just runs up to them with his crowbar? But then it got talking about the general trend of like movies all just being about nostalgia and like recognizable things instead of trying to like tell new stories or things like that, you know? Like they seem to just be content to tell the same story over and over. Because that's what people apparently want to pay for, you know? So... It's like, we should, like, be rewarding new things, you know? It's like, if you see something that looks different and seems interesting, you should go, like... You should go see it.
Sorry.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and this got me thinking about, because I'm playing through Half-Life 2 right now, right? I got thinking about, well, because this was basically just talking about what a disaster the Star Wars plot ended up being. I was thinking about how good the plot in Half-Life is. Like, I love the story in Half-Life. I think it's really well thought out and put together. Not full of just very large plot issues like Star Wars has ended up. Well, that didn't go very well. Took care of that guy. Also, I found out that George Lucas had always intended the original Star Wars to be called Episode 4. But was told not to because it would be confusing to people. Yeah, we've just started watching The Mandalorian, Shan. It's pretty good. I think it's better than those movies were so far. The video got into a little bit of the later, like the second season of The Mandalorian, and complained that it also had some of the issues of the most recent movies. That the first season kind of was more interesting and different.
Wait for me, Dr. Freeman.
Which is the impression that I had got even before I watched this video.
Take this
Hey,
med kit.
it's Freeman. Let's follow him.
Combine!
I can't really comment on the parts that it was talking about with the Mandalorian, though, because, you know, I haven't seen all of it yet. But he has a long-range shotgun. Shotguns in games are usually pretty short-range. The Baby Yoda is very cute, though.
Watch out!
That is for sure. Well, that guy, you could have... He took too long deciding to shoot at me. See, the other guys shoot immediately, but that guy was like, I'm gonna think about this for a second, but he didn't get a second to think about it because he died because I shot him. Wait, they're not very good at shooting either. There's another comparison to Star Wars you could make with Half-Life, is because these guys are like stormtroopers. Can't hit a thing. Look at that. Unless you're a side character, then you can get shot by the Combine, no problem. If you're an extra, the Combine will kill you. Whoa! What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about the Half-Life. As you know, they had an intended plot for a Half-Life 3 that never got to happen, but I was thinking about how like as a comparison, how good they handled Half-Life Alyx. And the ending of it in particular. Like, they didn't seem to have done, like, nostalgia pandering sort of things with it or anything. They just made, like, a really good thing. Like, it felt like, you know, for the most part, they just did new stuff. Because, you know, I watched Vinesauce play through that whole game because I don't have VR. Yeah, they didn't retcon anything, really. Yeah, it was just really good. And to handle a story that well, that long in the future, away from last time that the story was handled, is really good because, you know, well, I mean, this is comparing a game to a movie, or a game series to a movie series, which is, you know, they're a little different, obviously. But just from a perspective of handling a story, I think they did much better with Half-Life. Oh. Death is happening down there. We're gonna hear Yaba My Icing? Nope, no Yaba. Wait, they really didn't try to get away from that. Yeah, Valve, I mean, the one game that they've made in like over a decade. Yeah, it was good. I guess it wasn't over a decade, but it felt like it. Like, you know how Super Mario 3D World is coming out again? Soon? That game came out originally in 2013, which is 7 years ago now. It's going on 7 years since that game originally came out. Can you believe it? I just can't believe it's been that long since I was in high school. Valve can still make games singular, yeah. I think they made a couple little like tech demos basically for the Valve Index. Like there was a Portal one. But yeah, only one like actual full game. Because yeah, I was in high school when Super Mario 3D World originally came out. When I was unable to get it at the time. I never got it, so that's why I'm excited for it. Yeah, I was in high school 7 years ago. I mean, my sister is in high school now, which is also wild to think about, but... My sister is 9 years apart from me in age. 9 years different. Got him. Yeah, I never got a Wii U. Though I still have dreams about getting a Wii U sometimes, so as I've said before, I kind of want to get one. Oh, Alex! There she is! There's Half-Life Alex!
I've got Dr. Kleiner in a safe spot. Now we can join up with Barney. There's a command center downstairs.
We've put Kleiner in the Kleiner hole.
Find information about generator locations. Ready? Let's go.
But yeah, I have dreams about getting the Wii U, so I almost feel like I want to get one just so that I stop having the dreams about getting one. I don't even know what the heck I'd play on it. I guess at this point it would be the Super Mario Advance 4 Super Mario Bros. 3 port that comes with the e-reader levels. Alex is a prequel, but the ending furthers the plot a little bit past Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Which was probably one of the coolest parts of it. That's why I mean, like, they handled the story really well. And they basically it was an acknowledgement of, hey, it's been a long time, and you still haven't gotten a Half-Life 3. And, like, it's been too long for us now to really do the plot we were originally going to do, so... Here you go, we're making a new plot now. And we are continuing the story. And like, apparently the developers are like really excited about the Half-Life series and basically confirmed that they are working on another game that's basically, you know, going to be a continuation of the story. So so Half-Life 3 is basically finally confirmed, which is really cool.
Okay.
There is more Half-Life in the future.
That door? I'll take this one.
Wait, what do you mean, Alex? A lot of people are hoping that Half-Life 3 is not going to be a VR game, though.
Outside. We're trying to disable as many as we can to loosen the Combine's grip on this sector. It'll take me a few minutes to expose the core, then I'll need you to hit it with a burst from the gravity gun. In the meantime, watch my back.
We were looking to join you, Dr. Freeman.
Oh, where did you people come from?
One for me and one for me.
Nice. Go.
Basically, the sentiment I've heard from Half-Life fans is that Half-Life Alyx was really cool, but they'd much prefer like a regular Half-Life game. And we hope that that's what we get next.
Sorry.
So yeah, it was funny to me because it's like they finally moved the plot of Half-Life forward, but only like an inch. It inched forward.
Hurry!
So what exact... Chat, can you tell me what I'm supposed to do here? Because I didn't exactly get it, I don't think.
As soon as the generator's down, I'll open that gate and we can get out of here. It's a standard panel. Come on.
We have to protect Half-Life Alyx. You don't think it will be VR, Shan? Before I ever consider doing VR, I have to first get a new computer. That's my main goal at the moment in life, is to save up for a new computer. Well, I think I basically already have enough money for it. It's mostly just waiting until the parts are more available. Because I want to get like the RTX 3080. But those are really hard to come by. So if they can become readily available, that would be cool. Wait, this gun is really good if you can hit. I think the newest CPUs are also hard to get at the moment. I think Shiny's keeping an eye on those for me. Or at least, if she's not, I should ask her to. Because she knows about where to look for that stuff better than I do. Be like, hey Shiny, can you keep an eye out for when these things are available and I can just buy them? And they are. Imagine how much nicer my streams will be when I can stream from a new computer. I'll probably keep the I'll probably do a dual PC setup. Okay, Alex, what am I supposed to do? Alex, please explain to me what I'm supposed to do.
Cover me while I reload.
I guess she's not done yet. I'll just steal this ammo then.
Over there!
Yeah, I have enough money that I could buy the Valve Index. But I need something that would run it first. I think the Valve Index is the one I would go for, though. It seems really neat. Hi, Chroma. Oh, and now I think I can do it. I think. What am I supposed to do? I guess I'll be told what to do.
Over there!
There we go. There we go.
Okay, Barney should be on the far side of that.
I'm in the canal, Alex.
Let me see if I can scout anyone.
Yeah, I want that. How do I get that?
Wait for me here.
But yeah, I'm gonna do a dual PC setup for streams eventually once I get my new computer. I will have my new computer run the games, and then this computer will just run the stream, because it's perfectly capable of that, right? It's already capable of playing games and streaming. So imagine how well it would do if it was only running the stream. That'd be pretty great, right? And maybe finally figure out how to plug it into Ethernet.
Hey! Looks like
As Shan is always trying to get me to do.
down there. Let's head that way. Ah, no!
What's going on out there? Oh, here we go.
Run! Get out of here!
Okay, Alex. I'm going. Half-Life Alex. I just gotta figure out where to put the desktop computer. I think I can manage it, but it'd probably be I put the desktop out here in the living room, use it during the day, and have my laptop in my room at night for nighttime use, and also bring it out here when I'm streaming. Not having to solely rely on this laptop will also be a benefit. I can probably like uninstall all the games off of it, mostly. Stuff like that. That'll be nice. That'll give it a lot of extra space. God, and the new computer will also make video editing better, because this computer takes forever to render videos. Rendering just like a 40-minute video takes like hours. So, and I tend to make like half-hour long videos for my channel. So I'm hoping that this new video I'm going to work on will be shorter. All I will say about it is that it's another video that's just about adventures I had on the internet randomly. As the topics for my videos tend to be. Oh, I see what I gotta do here. It's physics stuff. Physicsy puzzles. Come on. The only shame about the Half-Life series is that Alex has a different voice actress now. And also the guy who voiced Eli died. So he doesn't have the same voice anymore. There you go. That's the only shame with continuing Half-Life games. There we go. There we go. I hope you've all been enjoying my streams of this game. I've been having fun doing them. Shotgun seems good for these things. There we go. Sasha likes them, good. I've been watching Sasha stream Black Mesa. Also, I didn't realize it, but I'm streaming this game like exactly a year since I was streaming Black Mesa. It took me a whole year. To get to this game. I mean, granted, it took a while to play through Black Mesa, but... yeah, even if you've seen this game, I still recommend playing it because, well, at least to me, watching a game and playing it are always two completely different experiences. So even if I've like seen an entire game played, like on Vinesauce, which is usually who I watch play entire games, I still have fun playing the game myself because it's like a different experience. There's a lot of things you don't realize about the game unless you're like playing it yourself. Ah, poop. I missed the... I was trying to go for the Lambda logo because you usually get stuff. I want the Lambda locator achievement. Oh, there's a ladder there. Okay, we're good. Time for the ladder snake. Anybody who was here when that was invented is permanently cursed. Like, I watched Vinesauce play the entirety of A Hat in Time before I played that game, and I still really, really loved that game. And it was completely different when I played it myself than when I watched it. Is that Gordon's climbing organ? Well, Gordon's climbing organ is other people's, never mind. Oh, now this works through glass, huh? Remember when I couldn't use it through glass that one time? Yeah, Shan, are you remembering that GIF that Biss made? Do you remember? Sorry, dude, you're getting the crowbar. Sorry, but it had to be done. Crowbar time. I mean, you've made curse jokes before, Shan. You're not one to complain. Ah, good. Oh, there was a barnacle there. Not anymore, there isn't. Grenades are always fun in any video game that includes them. Shotgun is not the best tool for this job. You know, it is though. There we go! Got him! Ooh, I love that gun. But yeah, yesterday I started watching a good series on YouTube that I want to recommend if you haven't seen it yet. It's by this guy named John Boyce, who I think is fairly well known. And the series is just called Pretty Good. And the tagline is, it's a series about stories that are pretty good. And it is indeed pretty good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's mostly about like sports things, but they are told so entertainingly that I think anybody would enjoy them. I'm almost through all of them. I just watched the one about the 1904 Olympic marathon and how much of a disaster it was. Guess I'm probably supposed to go down here. And not to spoil anything, but to give you an idea of what a disaster it was, the title was just called Rat, Poison, and Brandy. So yeah, if anybody hasn't seen that yet, that's a series I totally recommend. Was it the one where it was real dusty? Yeah, that was one of the things that was wrong with that marathon, Shan. Chroma says your name, John Boyce. Your mission, boy. You know what I wish you had in this game? I wish you had a flamethrower. Everything's better with flamethrowers. Speaking of flamethrowers, on the topic we were talking about Mandalorian earlier, something that was striking me as funny in that is just the fact that one of the weapons he has is just a flamethrower. Because it's so funny to me to just see somebody fighting with just a seemingly like normal weapon, you know, just like fighting with just regular fire in Star Wars. Because, you know, everything else is always lightsabers and lasers and stuff like that, but no, he's just got a flamethrower. It's pretty entertaining to me. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa, hey. That wasn't very nice. That was not nice. Hey. That was not a nice thing to do. And now you're gonna be exploded. Perfect! I didn't actually know where he was. I saw where he was right before the barrel actually exploded him. That was perfect. Oh my god. Yes! Oh, that was a perfect moment. Perfect gaming moments. Top 10 perfect gaming moments. Oh yeah, when I get on the Switch later to do Hyrule Warriors after Balan Wonderworld. I gotta show you. I managed to win again at Super Mario Bros. 35. Where are they? Where are the meanies? I have a video clip to show you. I don't know why it's so satisfying to use a shotgun at long range, but there you go. Thank you, Shan. Also, something that amuses me in Star Wars, with the Mandalorian in particular, is just that like laser guns and droids are just like basic technology, because in this world at this point, well, in this galaxy I guess at this point, because they're on like the planet with, you know, like it was just like farming people. They're just like living in the wilderness, farming in like the forest or whatever, farming, and yet there's still like blasters, and there's still like droids helping them. That kind of stuff. Like all that stuff in the Star Wars universe is just basic technology to them at that point. Which I think is a fun detail. Alright, who's shooting? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Imagine shooting at somebody, hitting them a bunch of times. They're facing away from you. They spend time being like, huh? Who's shooting? And then they turn around and instantly destroy you. Gordon is just wild. He's terrifying. He's unhinged, unchained. Gordon is way too powerful. I think everybody should be terrified of him. If they're not on his side. Sometimes even if they are on his side, he should be treated with some fear. He's like if you were trying to keep a pet lion or something. Got him. Oh, there was a Lambda logo over there. What was that meme going around about the Sigma Man? Has anybody made one that's a picture of Gordon and it says the Lambda Man? I should make that. I mean, clearly that's the most powerful man, is Gordon. Anyway. Shan says yes, make. I mean, I guess there's little to make. I would just have a picture of Gordon and it would just say the Lambda. Well, maybe there's that thumbnail was one of the images going around. Maybe I could edit the one with Keanu Reeves, you know? Maybe I could edit that. Have it be Gordon. Chroma, why? No! Oh, there you are. Wish I would have thought of this sooner. Maybe it would have been funnier like 2 days ago or whatever. Where the heck am I supposed to go? This place is kind of confusing. Oh, there's a ladder. What are you shooting at me? I can shoot that too, actually. I just don't like them shooting it at me, you know? The principle of the thing. Where are they? There they are. That didn't go so well. Just a regular grenade will probably work better to get over there. This thing doesn't work from quite that far away, does it? They couldn't see that coming, huh? Oh. Alright then. Shoot yourself. Whoa, it's gonna fall all the way down there. Boop. My fear of heights is kicking in a little bit. Which gun is the best gun, Shan? The gravity gun? There's 45 of those in the game, damn. I don't know if I've managed to find them all. I probably missed some already. Yeah, the gravity gun is pretty cool. Like I said, when I first got it, I didn't realize exactly how fun it was going to be until I was actually playing with it. It is a fondly remembered part of the game. Well, I probably got to get down there, huh? Right down there. But I don't want to land on this thing. These things make funny noises. Our little robo spider friend. It's like a little robot headcrab almost. Have I seen the ending section of this game? I think I have. I don't really remember it very well.
Said you were on the way. We got split up by snipers, and he's pinned down in a warehouse up ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I remember it a little bit now that I think about it.
Wait for me, Dr. Freeman. I'll come with you.
I did watch Vinesauce play through this game. He played through it with a few improvement mods. Well, that didn't go so well. I just wanted to play through it in its original form to see how it was. Although this isn't quite its original form because it's been updated over the years, apparently. The legs dangling out! Perfect.
You're Barney's old friend, aren't you? Maybe you can help him.
Everybody knows Barney.
Up on that warehouse roof. He was going for a cache of grenades, but I doubt he can get to them now. Go on, Dr. Freeman. Dr. Freeman, I'm coming with you.
Okay. Don't get sniped. I can't stop you from getting sniped. I may be Gordon Freeman, but even Gordon Freeman can't stop people from getting sniped. Oh yeah, I just thought of another thing about the Star Wars thing. I was talking about how, like, the second prequel movie set up Kylo Ren to be, like, the main villain, right? Like, he was no longer, like, working under a leader. He was the leader now, right? Only for the next movie to then be like, nope, actually, he's working for another leader now. Sorry. That plot development is over now. Sorry about that. Forget that ever happened.
Help me!
Oh, I see. I made an unintentional Swedish joke, huh?
We thought we'd be safer down here. Little we know the place was infested. The rest of them headed upstairs. They took the chances with the snipers. I guess they're still up there.
See, when I watched Rise of Skywalker, it had been too long since I had seen the second movie, so I didn't really remember much of the plot developments of the second one. But seeing them compared directly like that, I was like, oh yeah, they kind of didn't really... Oh, so we're just gonna leave this guy laying here like that? I guess... Well... I guess that's his life now, huh? Secret leader hidden even from the writing staff. Yeah, there was an interview with the actress who played Rey, talking about how they decided that she would be related to Palpatine, like, in the middle of filming. Like, they hadn't decided what that plot line was going to be until they were already in the middle of filming. Like, at some point later, they were like, yeah, like, they eventually decided on Palpatine. It was so weird. And also the video was talking about how it seemed to have been, like, the idea was intended to, like, be, like, interesting, where it's like, we have a person who's become a Jedi and, like, is, like, this chosen one or whatever, who doesn't have an important lineage, isn't some sort of royal person, and it starts like a new paradigm, was the intention, right? It was supposed to have an ending like that, where they destroy both the light and dark sides and combine them, and a new paradigm is formed. But then they're like, nope, actually Rey has divine upbringing, or it has divine descent.
Gordon, lob a couple grenades. That'll clear him out.
And yeah, I hadn't, like, this video was really good for, like, laying these things out, because I hadn't, like, been able to realize any of them myself, you know. And I'd only heard, like, rumblings of these things, but it was nice to have a video that just sort of calmly laid everything out. Whoa! And with a little humor thrown in, so it was nice. Yeah, Chroma, it sounds like there was, like, several plans throughout, and, like, none of them ended up coming to completion, and they the final movie was basically completely unplanned, as far, like, relatively speaking. The hell are these snipers, Barney? I think I already killed them. Do I have to go out here and get them?
Cover me while I reload.
Sorry for all the Star Wars talk today, but I just found that video very interesting. Yeah, where are there are no snipers left. We killed them. Barney, what are you going on about? There are no snipers. Sniper, no sniping. Yeah, it just like this video just really showed how they had an opportunity to tell a much cooler story than they did end up doing because of a whole bunch of reasons. Being rushed and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Oh, truth be yawning. I hadn't really thought about it all that much before. So, it's interesting. There was a really funny moment that Biss shared with me originally, which is how I got to the video, which was just like, they basically retconned what they were doing with Rey's parents. You know, like, imagine if they pulled that with Luke Skywalker. Where, like, what if they had him ask Yoda, is Darth Vader really my father? And he's like, no. Chewbacca, your father is. It's nice hearing my thoughts on miscellaneous things. Oh, thank you, Chroma. You missed my, discussion about my Crocs research earlier, though. And watch the VOD afterwards to hear that part. I don't think I've ever researched anything as in-depth as I researched Crocs last night. Is the game just glitched right now? There are no snipers. Barney, there's no snipers. You can come down now. We're good. We're all clean. I killed them already. You remember getting stuck here? Barney! Might be one tucked in some corner. Well, there was one there, right? I killed that one. I feel like if there was a sniper, I would know because they'd be shooting at me. Like earlier. Hotel. Would you like to go to the hotel? Who wants to stay at that hotel? Anybody? And if the sniper is like over here somewhere, then what the hell is Barney's problem? They're not gonna shoot at you there, Barney. Just come down, you're good. But what if I make a bad save and I'm soft locked forever, Chroma? How could you stay at a worse hotel than one in the middle of a war zone? Now I'm intrigued.
Get out of your way.
I'll go back over to Barney, I'll save, and then I'll reload, and then we'll see if anything changes. How recent was my last save? I don't know. It was probably an autosave at some point. I haven't saved manually for a little while. Well, this is a little bungus. A little bungus. Just a little bit. This way just goes into the flooded basement.
Oops.
Yeah, whoops is right, buddy. It smelled intensely like popcorn jelly beans and looked visually fuzzy. Oh. Okay. Okay, I've saved and loaded. Barney? Barney? Where was the autosave? The autosave was here. I think this is before I got to Barney.
Let me get out of your way.
Well, there's a sniper here again. How about I don't kill him until Barney tells me to? Because he told me to!
Gordon, I can't move. These snipers got me pinned down. Gordon, lob a couple grenades. That'll clear them out.
Blood loss detected.
Okay, you good? You good, Barney? No? Do I have to throw them into, like, all the windows? Are there snipers hiding in there, but not shooting? No! Get away! Okay, I thought she was gonna die from my grenade miss. I'll just throw these into all the open windows. I have infinite grenade supply, so... Anybody in chat want to look this up for me? Has anybody else had a problem here? Barney, you can come down now. There are no snipers. Barney.
Whoops.
I mean, I can look it up myself, but it's always nice when chat wants to help out.
Pardon me.
What am I supposed to do? This is frustrating. One sniper who isn't active by default. Okay, because I thought like, well, okay, well maybe I'm just supposed to throw these into all the windows. And then we'll be good. Oh, wait, I haven't been up here. Oh wait, Chroma, we're good. I missed this area the whole time. Oops. Where are they? Are they there? Oh, phooey.
Blood loss detected.
Wrong time to run out of ammo again.
Vital signs critical.
Okay, this is gonna take some work, isn't it? At least I can see them now. That crow's having some issues. Yeah, my friends are not very good at not getting sniped, are they? What is up with this bird? Fly away, little friend. Whatever. What if I use a rocket?
Lost. Warning. Vital signs critical.
That didn't help. Barney's over there. No! Hi, Biss! Yeah, it breaks that way every time, doesn't it? I'm gonna do the Balan Wonderworld demo soon, Biss. Hey, she managed not to get sniped this time. Good job. Yeah, I know. Dang, the rocket stinks. The rocket doesn't do it. I don't know how to do this! You gotta be so out in the open. Maybe it's best to go at them from a different direction. Maybe go back downstairs, for instance. Now that they're activated. Oh, Biss, I had a great meme idea. Do you want to hear it? I'm gonna make it, after the stream today. You're gonna love it.
Blood loss detected.
There we go.
Alright, thanks, Gordon. Now let's clear out of here. Bring it on!
You want to hear the meme idea, Biss? Meme idea, go. Remember the Sigma male thing that was going around the other day? I want to do one that's just a picture of Gordon and it says the Lambda male.
You're quite the returning hero these days, Gordon.
Ouch.
Blood toxin levels detected. Emergency.
You like this idea, Biss?
Imminent.
Over here!
Where exactly is over here?
Follow me.
I'm trying. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Biss seems to like it. I hadn't seen that done. And I don't care if it has been done, because I want to do it too.
Let me get this gate. My civil protection status still gives me limited clearance.
Cover me while I reload.
Did you hear a cat just now?
No?
That damn thing haunts me.
What? What are you talking about, Barney? Hi, Cassie.
Watch the head humpers, Gordon!
What did you just call that? You...
Vital signs are dropping.
What? You can't just say that. Oh, thanks, Biss. Alright, it's time for some exploding. Oops, not me. Also, Biss, I've been talking about it on stream. I watched that Star Wars video that you sent me last night. It was very good. I've been talking about it a lot on today's stream.
Here, take this med kit.
Oh, that was bad. Very bad. No, get it. There we go. Yeah, that one, Biss. It was very good. I've been talking about it a lot on stream today.
There's an old building up ahead, a museum or something like that. Whatever the hell it used to be, now it's a nexus for Overwatch in City 17. It's the main source of pain for this part of town, thanks to a huge suppression device. It's raining down hell from the roof of that place.
Suppression device. The suppression device, I believe, is the thing that's making it so that humans cannot reproduce.
There it is, the Overwatch nexus. Looks like they're mobilizing big time. You can sort of see the gate from here.
Look at how big that thing is.
We'll have to get in that building to open the gate. Even then, the suppression device will suppress anyone coming through unless we shut it down. Let's go!
I'd like to take a moment to address you, Freeman. Yes, I'm talking to you, the so-called one-tree man. I have a question for you.
Much for stealth. We've been spotted!
We've been spotted! I liked it better when the turrets were on my side. Hey Einstein, I'm on your side.
There's that gate I was telling you about. We'll have to come back here after we get it open. If we get it open.
Oh my god.
We have to get into the Nexus building.
Open shore.
Get away from there!
We're getting bombarded.
From down here, Gordon. We'll have to shut it down from inside.
Take this med kit.
Where the heck am I supposed to go? Boy, that was a hell of a scream that guy just did. But Barney, where are we supposed to go? Can't believe this guy's name is Barney. So we were supposed to go here, right?
Sorry, Doc.
Right, we were supposed to go this way. Well, where am I going? Barney? Where the heck do we go?
Toward the truth. Choosing instead of make no mistake, Doctor. This is not the same.
Well, that guy's dead.
And finality.
Hey. Chat, what am I doing? Oh, this way.
Serving as humanity's representative.
Seek medical attention.
Get out of the way!
Oh, this door. Poop. put me back here. Good.
You're not gonna hurt that thing from down here, Gordon. We'll have to shut it down from inside.
I can take this with me this time. Yeah, that was much better. That went fairly well, I would say. Let's even the odds a little, huh? Let's even the Stevens a little. A little bunker here. What if you ate a Dunkin' Donut in the bunker? The dunker in the bunker.
Let him out, Gordon. We could use their help.
I'll let him out. Bunkin' Donut?
Wait for me, Dr.
Dunkin'
Freeman. I'll come
Bunker?
with you.
I don't know what this joke is. This is a terrible joke. I like how Breen is just going on about nonsense in the background. Not even paying attention to him.
Finally.
It's not Dunk anymore, it's Bunk.
Help me win back.
Open fire!
Every once in a while, you just gotta bean some people. The Dunker. A Bunker Dunker. Hey, now where do we go, Barney? Not here. Seems like a bad idea to put myself on top of that. Alright, let's go. This place is not as well guarded as it could be, is it? It's way too easy to get in here. Like, this wasn't that big of a challenge. I mean, well, a couple people died, but several of us didn't.
Let me get out of your way.
Is there anything I can grab? This'll do. No, it won't. I've gotta trip those wires without going through them. Well, trip those lasers, I mean. Or if I just throw a live grenade.
Get down!
Nope. Shoot them? Nope.
Uh-oh, turrets. Hey, you've got the HEV suit. You deal with them. Then I'll work the security console.
Okay.
Roll a grenade in there if you've got one. That ought to do it.
Roll a grenade in there if you got one.
Great. I'll open this up.
There you go. This feels like a courthouse. I think it is, Shan.
Uh-oh, drop ships.
For being in their, like, stronghold, it's not that strong.
If we want to get through these shields, we'll have to take out the generators one at a time.
Roll a grenade in there if you got one. Trying. Words rang out in my head. Roll a grenade in there if you've got one. If all dialogue was like Pokemon dialogue. You press A on the turret. Barney's words ring out in my head. Roll a grenade in there if you've got one. Well, I said I think it is a courthouse, Shan. I think probably more accurately I should have said it was a courthouse. Doesn't look much like a courthouse inside anymore, does it? Well, I guess in some places it still kind of does, but they've remodeled a bit. I'll put it that way. Oh, we've got a medic now.
Hey, it's Freeman! You're not leaving without me!
Hey, it's Freeman!
This'll do nicely. Sorry, Doc.
Sorry, what? This is what we've got the medic for now. He'll heal me, I think. Sorry, nothing.
Got 3 generators to disable. Might as well start with this one. Hey, you've got Eli's gravity gun. Try giving those generators a jolt. See if you can shake them up. Okay, 2 more generators to go.
It's always fun.
Overwatch owns the roof, and that's where we're headed.
Overwatch owns the roof.
Sorry.
Overwatch is the roof. He means Overwatch is in the game. Overwatch owns the roof. Why is that game called Overwatch anyway? I've never played it, so I don't know why it's called Overwatch. Uh-oh.
We're surrounded. I don't like the looks of this.
Overwatch League still exists. Thanks for leaving us in here with these really useful bombs.
Gotta reload.
Here, have some bombs. They just walked through those tripwires, well, the little laser things for the grenades, or excuse me, the turrets, and they didn't get shot by turrets. Yeah, I did, Barney. I've used them all now. There are no more. You want to give me some more hoppers? I'll use them. I already used them. There's no more in this room. You got one, I got like everyone. That reminds me of what, Iron Man 2? Whichever one it was. He spends all that time trying to kill one guy. He's like, I got one, and then Black Widow has cleared out everything. Remember that? Exact same energy here. Whoa, did my grenade just come back? Shan never played it either, huh? Somehow, miraculously, we didn't die from that. Those things are instant kills when I shoot them out of this gun. See if we can clear this area before end of the stream. Or before I end the stream. So I would like to do that in about 20 minutes. Move on to the next thing, which will be Balan Wonderworld demo. Also, hold on one second. Alright, let's continue.
Sorry, Freeman.
Okay. Well... Where do we go now? Real fake doors. Oh, I'm kinda lost. Hey, we're back in this room. These are still there.
Sorry.
No, that was Pop Me. I did that. I can pop too. Yeah. That's correct, Jan.
Wow. With that much security, there must be something good in there. Go for it, Doc. I'll wait here till you shut it down. Be careful.
What did I just activate? Oh, up there. Wait, what's shooting me? Oh. Oh, well. I'm smart, chat. Look at how intelligent I am. So wise and intelligent.
Sorry, Freeman.
Knows exactly how to play video games. Wow, go into the exact same dead end and get stuck the exact same way again.
Sorry.
Wait, where did I go before? Chat, where was I just at? Oh, it's not a dead end. That's where I was.
Here, patch yourself up.
You did the SpongeBob joke. My leg! Uh-oh. It was bad. There, it went in. Okay. That's taken care of. Okay, this time I'm gonna save right here.
Wow. With that much security, there must be something good in there.
What? What do you do here?
Wow. With that much security, there must be something good in there. Go for it, Doc. I'll wait here till you shut it down. Be careful.
What do you do? Run like hell? Oh, oops. What did you think of, Shan?
Wow. With that much security, there must be something good in there. Go for it, Doc. I'll wait here till you shut it down. Be careful.
In this game, even the technology is crabs. Yeah, they're like little robot head crabs, huh? Uh-oh. Hooey.
Wow. With that much security, there must be something good in there.
In this one,
Doc, I'll wait here.
so you just have to be really careful, huh?
Be careful.
Well, that's what he says. Barney says be careful, so... Oh no, now it sounds like I'm talking about Barney the dinosaur. When I say Barney says be careful. Because Barney the dinosaur would say to be careful. We do not speak of Barney the dinosaur around here, though. Boy, there's some serious beans over here. There's some big beans hanging around here. Look at these beans, chat. Can you believe this? I think at this part you have to just run for it. I'm gonna save just in case though. Oh, nope. Nope. Incorrect. Is there anything I can climb on or something? No. Nothing to grab. I'm stumped. If I could climb on that, that would get me there. But Gordon cannot climb unless there is a ladder. His climbing apparatus is only equipped for ladders. Biss, if you're still there, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody got any good ideas? I think this is too close to the lasers. Oh, nope. Barely. It's down there. Hey, there we go. Yep, ladder snake, Biss. We were just talking about that earlier. It's weird that you have to be so precise there, huh? But there we go. Alright, lasers off. Oh, here they come. Here come my buddies. My pals. My Pringles.
Pardon me.
Is that Dr. Breen? Is that a bust of Dr. Breen? Who made that? Who had the time to make that? It can't be him. No, that's just some dude. That's just Mr. Magoo. Well, we can't do anything here. We can do something here. Fight the power is the achievement I just got.
That'll shut down the suppressor on the roof as well.
Alright, I think I have time to finish this section. How do we get to the roof? Where are we going exactly? I'm confused. I don't know which way goes to the roof. Maybe this way? Already been there. Disintegrated like 3 of them. Did you see that, chat? That was incredible. Still don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Let's head for the roof now, Gordon.
I'm trying. I don't know. I'll follow you.
Detected.
Roof access is this way. Get away from there.
Here, have a med kit.
Thanks.
There's our gate. Let me just get it open. Done. I'm gonna stay here and keep these gates open long enough to make a difference. Go on up and connect the sky bridge. We need to let reinforcements come
Yeah,
through
that's
from
me,
every
Cassie.
possible direction. If any more citizens come through, I'll send them up to find you. See you when I see you, Gordon.
Alright, Barney. The non-purple human. Not one of my better decisions. Throwing that turret.
You better reload.
Yeah, I did. I have reload. Did. Reload Ed. Who do you think Reload Ed is?
Reload.
If you were gonna go meet Reload Ed, what kind of person would you think you were going to meet? We lost our medic at some point. Somebody watching in the future on YouTube will know exactly what moment I lost the medic. Boy, the game decided to get real loud. A Kojima character. This is the part of Half-Life 2 where we get really loud. Like there's some it's a hell of noises. Hell of a noise that's happening. Can't throw this bomb. Dang, can't hit it with that bomb. Do you think that thing that I just shot is gonna make it like all the way to space? You think it's just gonna keep going? That energy ball. Alright, there they are. Missed. Things is hard to kill. I need more rockets. Can I get in there? Gotta be cool stuff in there, right? I don't know if these things can be beaten without rockets. Dang, missed everyone. It's the strongest thing I had aside from rockets. I don't know, it's not as easy as just find more rockets, Shan. Oh, yes it is. Oops. It turns out actually it is as easy as that. There's a Strider down there. Where do we go now? You were kind of joking as well. Oh. Turns out that was the real thing to do. Yeah, not a full second later. Something's flying around. You can hear it. But where is it? It's over there. I'm gonna rocket that thing up. I can't. How do I get over there? Chat, I'm stuck over here. How do I get over there? Chat. I'm confuzzled. How did they get over here? I just walked right over here. But how? How did they do this? How do you get over there? Oh. What was that? How did I miss that? Might have opened when they crossed. Oh. Where did you people come from? I have no explanation for that. Oh my god. Oh my god, I obliterated them. That was a hell of a thing. Alright, I think this is where we'll end. Seems like a good spot to end. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a fun Half-Life 2 stream for today. Oh, let me stretch a little bit here. Oh, and then I gotta hook up my capture card. Let me do that real quick. And then I will turn the stream off briefly, and then we'll be back with the Balan Wonderworld demo. Let me unplug my Steam controller. As I've been playing with the Steam controller. In case anybody didn't know. It's pretty fun. I do like the Steam controller for first-person shooters. Let's hope there's no issues with capture card today. That's my hope. That would be really nice. Hi Biss, you're just in time. I'm switching over to Balan Wonderworld demo. Make sure Cassie knows too. I'm not sure if she's still here. Are you still here, Cassie? Are you ready? She wanted to watch this. No, it's the PS4 version, Biss. Figured out how to download the PS4 version demo. I couldn't find the demo on the PS4 at first, but it turned out it was there. I just had to scroll down. Baban World, Cassie says. Alright, I'm going to turn the stream off. I'm going to get the capture card going. I will announce the next stream. It might be a slight delay, depending on how well my capture card wants to cooperate. So it might take me a few minutes, or it might not, so sit tight everybody, and I will be right back.